Angus top sirloin petite steak kebabs. Oh, it's going to be so good with the vegetables. Let's get started. Hey everybody, Hunter, Fisher, Trapper, Trader, Guide, Scout, and Interpreter, and Country Cook Steve Hall here in Nashville, Tennessee. And I got pretty Miss Sheila running the camera back there, and we're kind of in the middle of another recipe. How you doing, Sheila?
I'm doing fine.
We're kind of in the middle of another recipe. We're doing a sweet swine, which is pork and pineapple kebabs to go out there on the grill. But I also want to do a top sirloin and vegetable kebab. But I love this brine that I've made up for this pork. I like it so well that I'm going to share this same recipe with both recipes. The only difference is I'm going to add just a little bit of steak seasoning, any steak seasoning you got, just in general in there because I'm using beef. But I love the base of the rest of it, which has got soy sauce and all kinds of goodies, brown sugar, lemon juice, garlic powder, salt and pepper, of course, in there. Just let me look over at my little cheat sheet here. Ketchup, and now, of course, it's got that steak seasoning for this version. But I kind of wanted to share that same recipe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert footage right now of me making this base stuff, which I'm robbing from the other video because it's the same exact thing except for this stuff. I'm going to put in a half a cup of ketchup in this little thick saucepan on medium heat, and a half a cup of soy sauce. Get that working together. And I got about a quarter of a cup of lemon juice to go in there. Really good. We got a half a cup of brown sugar. Kind of get that dissolving a little bit. Then we just need a half a teaspoon of salt. I'm sorry, a quarter teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of black pepper in here. We got that in there as well. And I also got 1 tablespoon of garlic powder was in that same little dish that I just chucked in there. Let me bring this to almost to a boil, kind of like a simmer, and we'll be right back. All right, this is trying very seriously to come to a boil, but I've been stirring it. And I've been stirring it for about 3 minutes now. Once it started bubbling, like a hard simmer, I started stirring it real good, and it's been doing that for about 3 minutes. So I'm going to shut the heat off, and then I'm going to pour it over the top of our meat once it completely cools. I'm going to let it sit here until it goes completely to room temperature, maybe even put it in the refrigerator. We'll see you when it gets all cooled down. Oh, it's going to be so good with the vegetables, and here's that sauce right here. So anyway, come on over, let's put this marinade on this and show you exactly what we're going to do. Wow, doesn't that top sirloin look great? I asked them in the deli department, I said, you got all your kebabs already pre-made here. I'd like to make my own to save a little money and to add the vegetables that I want. What meat do you use most of the time? He said, almost always we use top sirloin. So we're going to chuck that in this bag here. And no matter what meat you use, whether it's pork or beef or anything in a kebab, it always seems like when you do it on the grill, when it comes off, it's always a little tough unless you marinate it. So that's why we made this marinade to put in there. And this is the rest of that double batch. And it's going to go on our little handy dandy little cable skewers that I'll show you in a little bit that I got from Bass Pro. Push most of the air out of there. And there they are. Oh man, they look at home in there, don't they? All right, we're going to pop that in the refrigerator. We're going to set that in there for just overnight. It's plenty good. You can do it, you know, if you want to do it 3-4 hours, you got somebody coming over, you're going to whip something up quick, you can get away with that. But I really like to marinate it overnight. It'll tenderize the meat, and then we're going to put it on them skewers with some vegetables and a lot of goodies and pop it on the grill, and we'll do all that tomorrow. So we'll see you then. It may have seemed like a moment to you, but it was overnight for us. We had to wait for these to marinate overnight. This top sirloin is tender now in that marinade. Come on over. We're going to take these cable stainless steel skewers from Bass Pro Shop, and we're going to build us a nice little top sirloin veggies kebab. Come on over here, let's get started. I really like these cable skewers from Bass Pro, so we're going to load one of these up. But before we get started, we got our meat, of course, and we got some red onions, some white onions, some tomatoes, little cherry tomatoes, a couple of different peppers, bell peppers, red and yellow. And here's how I cut up those bell peppers. Here's a little clip from one of my other videos. But I wanted to show you this little process that I do. Is all the peppers that I do, I just cut off one end, cut off the other end, then you can just lay these down and cut this up for salads or whatever you want to do. And you can take this part, move this out of the way. Same thing with this red one. This has nothing to do with the recipe, this part of it. But this part does. Once you chop each end off your pepper, when you look in there, it's so easy to just cut the one. This has only got 2 connections. Usually it's 3. Slides out and look at that. It's all done, ready to go. Now I want these to be the right size, so I'm going to trim this. And this will go in my salads. Now it's perfect. Now I got the perfect sizes to build for my kebabs. Now, let's get started here. Put on a piece of this meat. And we'll put on a piece of onion. Now you can also use mushrooms, and I didn't have any today, and I kind of shy away from them when I'm trying to build something like this on television or on YouTube anyway, because those little button mushrooms, they want to break open when you try to run a skewer through them because they're dry, and I'm not sure what the method is to moisten them down first or what, but you can use mushrooms as well. And this top sirloin, it just feels tender. It's like it's ready to fall apart already. So that marinade's doing its job. But let me go on down the line here. Let me get a few of these on here, and I'll be right back with you. Now that looked just beautiful. We got them assembled with these little cable skewers from Bass Pro. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in my little cup here. Just enough to brush it on the veggies. And you'll notice that the one over here has just about 4 or 5 pieces of meat, but this one over here has all the rest of the meat. Sheila doesn't like a lot of red meat in her diet, so she likes the veggies, so we kind of doubled up on the veggies on her end of it. And you can make just veggie ones for your guests. If they're not into eating red meat at all, you can just make a vegetarian skewer for them and put it on the grill with all these seasonings. And I'll tell you the seasoning that she likes, and she puts it on her salad and everything all the time, is this dash. It's been around for 100 years, salt-free dash. It's got a lot of great herbs and spices in it. So we're going to load up, because some of this will fall off on the grill anyway, we're going to load up her veggies with dash. I'll put a little bit on mine too. I'm not going to cheat myself out of that good flavor that she knows how to come up with. All right. We'll mat them down just a little bit to help them spices stick to that olive oil. Got the grill fired up. We're going to take these out and put them on the grill right now. And I'm just going to cook mine to medium rare, but Sheila's has got to be at least medium, if not medium well. Then when they're just about finished, we're going to take our sweet and sour sauce, and she does love that. We're going to dip that on just the meat. If it runs over onto a little bit of the vegetables, we can put up with that too. This recipe is the one that I'm going to put a link at the end of this video so you can go to how to make this sweet and sour sauce. I did a pork kebab here the other day. We put it on that. We're going to put it on these. It's just great on everything. It's almost like a cross between a barbecue sauce and something you dip shrimp in or something. I don't know, but it's wonderful. But we'll put the link over here on this end in case my hand's out of the shot at the end of the video. But let's get these on the grill, and then we'll brush them with this when we're just about done. All right, we are rocking and rolling. Got our coals toned down a little bit. I got that 500-degree placemat on there. I love those grill mats. Now you can put it right directly on your grill if you don't want to use one of them grill mats, but I really love that. Let's get this top sirloin on there. Leave the cables hanging out over the side a little bit. Close her down. I hope I didn't have that in the frame. It's only been about 5 minutes. Oh, looky there. That's looking nice. And you can turn these as many times as you want, and I kind of want them to bathe in their own juices here a little bit. Look at our veggies, looking good. Our tomatoes got some nice little sear marks on them, looking good. And we don't want them to completely disintegrate, so on my side over here, you know me, I want that rare. I'm going to start dipping some of that sweet and sour sauce on it. I got to tell you, I am really thrilled with these little stainless steel cable skewers. They make a nice presentation, and you don't have to put a rack in there and run them little straight bars across it. Give Sheila's just a little bit of that sweet and sour too. Now you could hit veggies and all. In fact, I might, just for taste, I'm going to hit my vegetables here on about half of this with that sweet and sour sauce to see how it affects the flavor. Then I can eat this half straight up and the other half with the sauce on there. Man, this stuff looks so fantastic. Give her another 5 minutes for my side, not even that long. It's only been about another 2 minutes and my side is done, because I want it rare to medium rare at the most. Set this over here for a second, and I'm going to slide Sheila's there dead center. Got a piece of something off the side there. And then one of her little tomatoes took a dive, I see, but that's all right. We'll get that on the plate anyway. Let's give hers another 5 minutes to get it medium, to make absolutely sure hers don't have any pink in them. I'm going to go ahead and turn that over. And you notice that the tomatoes, them little cherry tomatoes, they want to take a dive off there, but they're still going to make it in the house, I can guarantee you that. All right. Sheila, yours are done. Grab this little skewer here. Put this over here, and just so I know which side is hers, I'm going to put her little tomatoes in the middle. Little piece of onion thought he was going to get away too. Boy, look at that. In the sunshine, isn't that just beautiful? I love that. All right, we'll see you in the house. What a wonderful way to end the day. We got these kebabs done on those stainless steel skewers. Sheila's is medium well. Mine is rare. Come on over here, take a close-up look at this. I just wanted you to see this up close because it looks so wonderful. This side over here has got all that real rare beef in it. This side over here has that medium well, plus some of the tomatoes that we kept from falling through the grill with our little grill mat. Doesn't this look just absolutely delicious? Now remember, you don't have to put any beef on it at all. You can put nothing but vegetables. Do use that same sweet and sour sauce that we put on there, because wow. It is just absolutely delicious. I don't know what else to say, but that is one of the products that I did on YouTube that I'm very proud of. That sweet and sour sauce is to die for. You'll put it on shrimp, you'll put it on everything. But anyway, I hope this recipe worked out good for you. And we do these recipes just for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. By the way, if you want to subscribe to our channel, Little Shotgun Red's face will pop up over here if it hasn't already. And we're going to put another recipe over here. In fact, I know what I'm going to put over here. I'm going to put over that sweet and sour sauce recipe right over in this box over here, so you can make that and put it on all your kebabs, all your shrimp, all your goodies. And is this the best stainless steel skewer from Bass Pro, top sirloin and vegetable skewer that me and Sheila ever whipped together? If it ain't, it ought to be. We'll see you next time right here on Cooking with Shotgun Red. Bye-bye for now.